Margaret of Pearl here, and welcome to the Pearl Portal. Hello, my name is Margaret. If this is the first time that you're joining me today, I am a priestess of light and divine channeler. I'm here to bring collective messages and activation as I'm guided to. So every morning I do a prayer and meditation, and I ask how I may serve today. And so sometimes that includes sharing a collective message, whether it's through singing, dancing, light language activations through my hands. And so this morning, as I was sitting in prayer, a message came in, and this message is from Studying with Buddha. And this is the Buddhic Light of Confucius. So I actually wrote down the message here, and I'm going to share it with you. And so I also wanted to remind you all that as a channeler, I always ask and invoke only the highest, purest light to come in. I don't always know what frequency, and so Confucius is a new frequency, a new master teacher that I've been studying with. And what that looks like is when you're in the state of being, of stillness, of being heart-centered and in quietness, you can then start to receive the whispers of Source. And so in this sacred space, I'm sitting there and receive this message. This will also come with a Buddhic Light Activation, and the Buddhic Light Activation will help with mastering your light and your shadow side aspects of yourself, and to unite them so you can walk that middle path. So if you would like to consent to this message, this activation, you may like, share, or subscribe. I do so through light language and light weaving. You may close your eyes, or you can watch me as I light weave. Buddhic Light Activation begins. Channeling with Confucius. Buddhic Light, Keeper of the Night. Buddhic Light, Keeper of the Night. Buddhic Light, Keeper of the Night. In the stillness, clarity is as bright as day. As you rise and open your eyes, begin to pray. Keeping demons away, at bay. For here in this now, darkness exists. And light as you are, the light of Source persists. It is a choice, it is a voice. In how you prepare, and through actions you care. Thank you, Master Confucius, for this beautiful message today. Infusing now, asking, invoking, the light within you. To be centered, and to brighten the shadows. Infusing now the sacred flames. Illuminating now the shadows of your mind. The dragons of light join us. This message coming from the Dragons of Light. At the Kumara flame. We accept, we do not reject. Our shadow, ignite. Bring in the light, ignite. Bring in the light, ignite. Integrate, integrate, integrate. Shadow and light unite. Taking a few deep breaths here as we receive, as we integrate, as we weave. In this silence, we rise. Taking a couple more deep breaths here. I'm seeing above in the pearl, in our soul star, Jesus appears for this transmission with lays of solar rays. Receive and breathe in as we lightly. And Jesus speaks unto me. Solar rays, self-realize. Tariskarishimya, the message of self-realization. Thank you to Aramina Ninan Ushliz, the keepers of the golden ray. Miana Kotrisia, Arwurimina Trisia Trisia. And keep breathing deeply as you absorb these beautiful frequencies. As you continue to integrate into your being, as we bring light to our shadows, I'm asked to repeat this message again and to dissect it. So, really warm light right now. Okay. As it was received. Buddhic Light keeper of the night. Buddhic light, keeper of the night. Buddhic light, keeper of the night. In the stillness, clarity is as bright as day. As you rise and open your eyes, begin to pray, keeping demons away at bay. For here in this now, darkness exists, and light as you are, the light of source persists. It is a choice, it is a voice, in how you prepare and through actions you care. So going one by one, each line. So Buddhic light, keeper of the night. So here in this line, the Buddhic light, keeper of the night is to be aware of our shadow aspects, and to keeper of the night is to be aware and to be protector, to be creator, to be motivator, and also to be empowered in the state of the night. In the stillness, clarity is as bright as day. We can only receive in the stillness. Anytime that we're feeling emotional and we're asking for answers, for clarity, it's like muddy waters. There's dark emotional clouds around us. It's not a clear as day. It will be through our ego aspects, through the influences that are around us. So it won't be in that stillness. Love is still, truth is still. It is like a rock. It's not wishy-washy. It's not swaying. Stillness is all-knowing. As you rise and open your eyes, begin to pray. So in the waking of the morning or the middle of the night for me, as I wake up, I set my invocation of prayer. I start with gratitude, and I set my day, because anything outside, once you get up, we're influenced so easily in those morning hours, in that first hours of waking up. So claim those hours, empower yourself, choose what you're going to focus your day on. Keeping demons away at bay. So keeping demons away. So demons is an energy, it's an entity, it's your shadow aspects. It's also the people around you. It's also outside influences. So it's internal and external. And it's not saying to completely eradicate it, but what it's saying is to acknowledge it. By keeping it at bay, you're acknowledging that there are shadow aspects of yourself. There are people in society. There are outside forces outside of this plane of existence of Earth that we're experiencing together. So by acknowledging that it exists, we can empower ourselves, because then we know how to protect ourselves. We know what kind of things influence us. We know that we can have temptations that may not be of the highest, purest intentions. For here in this now, darkness exists. So I covered a bit of that, that the darkness is within and around. So internal and external darkness, and that could also be in our thought process, in the things that we know and don't know about ourselves and about each other. It's our assumptions of our reality. And I also want to bring up that in the dark, here in this now, in this plane of existence on Earth, here and now, darkness exists. Now, this does not mean the darkness exists, the saying that darkness or evil, there is such thing as a necessary evil. Personally, I do not consent to a necessary evil. Necessary polarity is necessary to experience the vastness of the emotions, of the energy fields, for source to experience itself. But evil itself, to me, not a necessary. Evil is not necessary for existence. And light as you are, the light of source persists. And so that, to me, as I interpret these teachings of Confucius, backs up that evil is not necessary. There is no such thing as a necessary evil. We are from source, light which is pure. It is a choice, it is a voice. In how you prepare and through actions you care. So it is a choice, saying that once you've been in this enlightened state and are aware of your demons and aware of demons around you, or we could just call it service to self and service to self frequencies, okay? So we don't have to really, that frequency comes through people. Sometimes it comes into our awareness. Sometimes it is our own deepest fears and our own deeper aspects that we don't necessarily have to play on. It is a voice. So you have the choice. You have a voice. How are you going to share your voice? Are you going to share your voice to promote truth, love, joy, creativity, freedom? Or are you going to use your voice in a disempowered state, promoting fear, bullying others, putting each other down? It is a voice. What are you being a voice of? What are you using your voice for? Remember, when you use your voice, you are emitting a frequency. In how you prepare and through actions you care. The how you prepare is what kind of work are you doing? What kind of self-care are you doing so that you can realize these aspects of yourself, so you can identify the toxic cycles that you participate in. Also identify the light and beautiful cycles that you participate in. And it comes with a deep awareness of yourself and honesty. Brutal fucking honesty. Now that, if I were to define shadow work, it is brutal fucking honesty. So a lot of people want to bypass that and say, oh, I've transcended my ego. Have you now? I find myself, I am working on this on a day-to-day basis. I find cycles and I work on them. That is the through actions you care. So it's not only identifying it, it's owning it. Then you own it, and then you can say, okay, I acknowledge this is a choice. This is a choice. I'm using my voice for this choice and the actions that keep carrying out this cycle. When you come to that state of awareness that you are participating, when you own the shit that you also put out there, it's only then that you can make the conscious choice to change. Or if it's a beautiful cycle, to embrace it. So through actions you care. So if we're just gonna bypass the things that are happening around us, granted, choose your own suffering. So if it is not something that you can control, then you don't need to occupy your mind. It was RJ Spina who had shared, do not occupy your mind with things you cannot control. And I love that he shared that, because it has helped me in so many ways. Anytime that I'm feeling anxious or paranoid or upset, because I can feel the collective energies. Trust me, I'm on a beautiful island where I could check out all day. I can check out, but my mission and my purpose and my vocation is here, sharing these messages with you. In the stillness, I've received these messages to share with you all. So that is my actions that I care. I'm showing through my actions that I care. And that is my gift to you, to me, to humanity. And so this is how I show up. So the lesson in the studying with Confucius, your next steps would be to go into self-love journey, if you will, and assess what your shadow aspects are, and not to reject them, but to accept them. And one action that I've done, because sometimes my ego doesn't really, the controlling aspect of me, because I do love things beautiful and perfect, I realize the more that I let go of control and let Source take the wheel, let Source be in the driver's seat and to guide me, that I'm experiencing all the beauty, like the light rays that come in when they do, the waves that participate, Mother Gaia always coming in, people coming in, love light entities, people's past loved ones that come in during sessions. I am assisted. You can always ask for assistance, but you must also be mindful of the shadow aspects of yourself so that you can be a clear channel for these messages, so that you're not clouding your message or a pure message with your own intentions, with your own shadows, with your own projections. So I realized too that some people may be triggered when I channel Jesus, when I channel Mary Magdalene, when I channel things that are triggering your shadow aspect. And this is my sacred space. So the Pearl Portal is created to support the community. And this is a co-creation. This is between me, Source, and humanity. So please be mindful the kind of comments and messages that you wish to share. I'm not here to argue or to say I'm more right or you're more right, but this is a caring community. So I just wanted to share that with you as a gentle reminder that this is for community care. And I hope that you received the appropriate messages and activations for you to take your next steps in integrating your shadows and your light aspects so that you can walk this middle path with me and for humanity. When you speak for you, for me, for he, for she, you speak for humanity. And lastly, I am really thankful for all those who have joined me here for any of these activations, any of these sharings, these teachings, these channelings at the Pearl Portal. Thank you for those who do support me, who come here to uplift humanity. It's like a light candle, lighting other candles, and each of us can light more candles. And we all have a sacred flame. We are all our own flames. Sometimes you just need a little, hey you over there, remember the fire that you are. So just a reminder of that. So thank you to all those who support me through booking my offerings, through like, sharing, and subscribing, through donations to help support this portal so I can keep channeling. And it's a skill set. So I'm also being called to share with you that doing this type of work, it brings me such great joy, and that it is sacred to me. So please respect these teachings, that when you do share, acknowledge that these are teachings that came from Confucius and that Margaret of Pearl channeled them. I'm kind of shy with sharing my offerings, and I realize that comes from a state of not showing up fully. So here's my reintroduction. Hello, my name is Margaret of Pearl. I'm a divine channeler. I am a priestess. And what does a priestess do? A priestess is a mystic and a teacher. I share teachings from the divine realm. I serve as a conduit of light. I come here and I provide these messages to uplift humanity. And I came here and I'm here to fight. I come here. Sorry, this is coming in, and no, I'm not sorry. I'm just shy. I am the bridge That rainbow bridge, uniting you with your higher self, your gifts, your multidimensionality. My specialty is activating your pearl here at the pearl portal, which is your soul star, which is activating and connecting you with the divine light through purification ceremonies. And if you like, messages from your heavenly team, or awakening your Lemurian consciousness, working with Mother Kuan Yin, working with Jesus, activating your Christ light, rising as a phoenix and the dragons. Or if you're already doing such work, I'm here to assist. I'm here to activate. I'm here to teach how you can amplify your abilities and receive direct teachings from these masters of light. So you can book a session with me at margaretthepearl.com, or you can follow me for sacred rituals. I share beautiful waves, sunset, sunrises on my Instagram, Margaret the Pearl. And if you're still here with me today, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you, I love you, I love you. And I will see you all on your highest timeline. Disengage and disconnect. Thank you, thank you, thank you.